One of the easiest books to read about trading psychology and performance is The Daily Trading Coach by Dr. Steenbergen. This book is an excellent book, and it helps you become your own trading psychologist. I'm not negating the fact that you need a performance coach or the fact that going to a professional psychologist will help you, but you don't have a psychologist with you every day. So this book talks about some of the key points that will help you become your own trading coach, your own best supporter, and how to grow yourself gradually, how to grow your trading business gradually. I recommend that you buy it and start reading it slowly, just chapter by chapter. You don't have to read it in any particular order. You can look at the table of contents and find chapters that are relevant. I want to share with you an interesting presentation that Dr. Steenbergen shared. So he had done some research, him and his team, on the common traits that most elite traders share. They did this because they have to recruit the best talent in order to make the most money possible, right? So their admission tests are designed based on certain qualities. I want to share these with you so that you're aware of these qualities, as well as you can begin to utilize the qualities that you are strongest at so that you can become an even better trader. Okay, let's get into it. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is I just want you to be able to look in the mirror and assess what strengths you have amongst these qualities, right? And these are 6 that they outlined from their research. Number 1 is the capacity for sustained focus, okay? I'm gonna talk about each one of these in detail in just a minute, but I'm gonna run through them here. Number 2 is originality and creativity. Number 3, they learn from mentors and great traders. Number 4, some level of emotional resilience. Number 5, attention to detail. Number 6, always working to improve their game. Now let's talk about the first one, capacity for sustained focus. What they said is that they found that traders were either fast thinkers or deep thinkers, right? Fast thinkers, meaning they could process a lot of patterns at the same time. A bunch of different patterns, a bunch of different data, they could process it at a fast amount of time, right? In a fast amount of time. And they looked at people that, like, if they were new traders, they looked at their earlier life habits or successes, like playing competitive video games, right? Being able to like do things that cause a person to have to be able to make quick decisions. They can think fastly on their feet. And then some people are more deep thinkers, right? They gather a lot of research. They can dig real deep into research. They can dig real deep into ideas around trades. And they noticed that out of the 2 characteristics, that people would be distinctively better or weaker at the other, right? So there could be people that could be good at both, but they'd be distinctively stronger at one of these. So ask yourself, right? Are you a fast thinker or are you a more deep thinker, right? Because you want to be able to leverage those gifts, right? Those skills when you're trading. So if you're more of a deep thinker and you have to take time to build research around particular trades, you may want to be swinging, right? More than scalping, right? So, people that scalp, day trade, swing, position trade, they all make money. There are multimillionaires who do all of those, right? And it all depends on personality, right? Now, another thing is originality and creativity. So in the beginning, as I mentioned, you want to be unoriginal. You want to pick up trades, setups from a mentor that have edge. That's the best way to quickly become a CPT. But as you become more comfortable and become more experienced, then you want to look at doing things different than other traders, right? Because if you do the same things as other traders, you get the same results, right? To set yourself apart, you want to start to create and form different ideas, like create technology that helps you trade better, right? You want to have a certain, like refine your daily routine to try to make small improvements, right? So use creativity, create different things that will help you. I did a lot of this as I was coming up, before I was even aware of the playbook with Mike Bellafiore, before I was even aware of creating the highlight reel and learning about that from, 8-figure traders. I was already thinking of these types of things myself. I created little spreadsheets. I created little things to help me become better. So originality and creativity is very important in this, and it's common amongst elite traders. Another thing is elite traders had strong mentors. They learn from other great traders. Oftentimes, people may think that, good traders are born. It's just some inherent nature that people have. When in reality, in any performance dominant field, mentorship is very important, right? As I mentioned in one of the other videos, that if you want to go to the Olympics, you won't be just successful by reading some books and going into your garage and working out, going to your backyard and working out. You have to get elite Olympic training to compete. It's most likely, it's highly unlikely that you'll accomplish this by yourself. Soccer players need professional level coaching and mentorship to go to the next level, right? Physicians, right? The high responsibility that physicians have, they have to learn from other mentors who are proficient. You don't just pick up a book and become a surgeon, right? So when it comes to trading, it's the same. At each level, even 7-figure traders, right? They're looking to 8-figure traders to see how they can get better, right? So that is just something that as you grow as a trader, as you continue to go from one level to another, think about mentorship, think about learning from other great traders, right? Now, emotional resilience is very important, okay? A trader must learn to treat losses as learning experiences. If you have a hard time with introspection and self-awareness, this is going to be a field that will be very difficult for you. It's going to be very difficult. Why? Because it takes introspection. It takes you looking at yourself in the mirror and learning from your experiences, not repeating the same experiences over and over and over, right? So you must have a dedication. You must have perseverance to record your trades, review the flaws, see the flaws and the mistakes that you make and correct them, right? Some people don't have the emotional resilience, meaning they don't have, they're too sensitive when it comes to looking at their flaws, okay? The losses are what make us better. Again, elite traders, some of them have 50% win rates. So they normalize the losses and they learn that there are probability losses and execution errors, right? So many successful or intelligent people go through life making great grades in school, right? Honor roll, valedictorian, salutatorian, right? Magna cum laude, right? And they have trouble when it comes to trading because they feel that the loss is a failure. So I want to just tell you that you have to normalize these losses in the demo, right? And learn to lose live, learn how to lose and how to expect losses, right? So probability losses must be normalized and execution errors must be studied, right? Now, one more thing is attention to detail. Okay, so a small amount of your trading success is going to come from the actual trading ideas, right? That's a portion of it, but being able to structure your trade, get a good entry, good exits, TP and stop loss, right? The proper lot sizes, etc. Consistent risk. Being able to pay attention to those small details is very important. It can make the difference. It can make or break your trading career. So sometimes people can, they learn the setups, they learn patterns, but they never go to that level of detail of paying attention to their entries, to their risk, etc. The things that I've been talking about in this entire course, these are things that you have to learn how to pay attention to. And this is a strong trait of elite traders. And one more thing is the elite traders are always working to improve their game. This is not only amongst elite traders, but elite athletes, elite performers of music, elite artists, right? In any performance-based field, you have to be improving every day. See, what I learned just through trading after years of trading is that the markets are always changing, right? So the principles are similar. Break and retest principles are similar. Supply and demand principles are similar, but how they're expressed on the chart may change. So you have to be in tune with the market and always be looking at how your setups are changing, how things are evolving in the market in order to be successful. And this is why trading is not about just being on the beach and trading for 1 or 2 hours. Most of those people that say that you can do that are marketers, and they don't trade, right? They make money from, selling to traders. So that's how they make money, and that's how they're on the beach. But real traders know that the use of the daily report card, the use of the playbook, and building the playbook to have different setups for different market conditions is what will make you successful in the long term as a trader. I've seen the markets change. If you traded through COVID, you saw how the market dropped during COVID. You saw how the market rose back up, right? If you traded during certain wars, if you traded during the Trump administration, right? They're different. You'll see how the market moves, and you have to be looking at how you can modify your setups or find times in history when things were similar so that you can be ready to execute. Now, there's one question that people may ask: are these traits genetic? Some traits are. Some people have genetically, like through heredity, they may have a more methodical mind or more analytical mind, or they may think faster. They may have a higher level of intelligence in certain areas, right? Some of you may have a higher level of emotional restraint in certain areas. That's fine. What you should be looking at is looking at these traits, figuring out where you are, and figuring out how to leverage your strengths. Okay. So some may be genetic, some may be nurtured, but look at these traits, find your strengths, find out how to improve the weaknesses, right, amongst these, and just keep growing every day. That's what it's about. Every day, making small improvements. And if you do that every day, day in and day out, don't skip chances to get better. Don't skip the daily report card. Don't skip out on recording your screens. All of this will pay off in a relatively short amount of time. If you continue, please do your homework, leave your comments and questions in the comment section, put your homework in Discord. See you in the next video.